45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your hometown news tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
It's fall, y'all, and are you ready to fall into some incredible savings with the region's best network, Appalachian Wireless? Come shop the latest devices at prices you'll love and see how our team can better serve you with plans and promotions that are made just for you. Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just looking for the best service, Appalachian Wireless has you covered. So what are you waiting for? Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi. I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. One of the things that makes us the region's best network isn't just our coverage, it's that we're local. You'll find real people right here from home, ready to help you get the best deals on the latest devices. We hear the other carriers bragging about how they cover the middle of nowhere, but this isn't nowhere. All our roads lead to somewhere. So come home to Appalachian Wireless. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a favorite medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Good times, good food, and good people at the Goal Line Bar and Grill. Come try their daily lunch specials as well as the best steak in Hazard as voted by the people. Looking for something fun to do? Hit up the tables and the dartboard. Also, trivia night every Tuesday evening. Goal Line has all your favorite big sports events on the big screen. There's something for everyone at Goal Line. Goal Line Bar and Grill in Hazard.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensperger from Hoffensperger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensperger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community.
For more than a century, we have stood by the people of Hazard and Eastern Kentucky. Now we begin a new chapter with a new name. People's Bank and Trust Company is now PBT Bancorp. Our look may be new, but what matters stays the same. The same local faces, the same personal service, the same commitment to your goals. PBT Bancorp is here to help you grow, plan, and build for the future. PBT Bancorp, preparing for a better tomorrow.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets. Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
Here at Klutz Auto Sales in Hazard, Kentucky, we specialize in used vehicles and we work with all types of credit. We're with you before and after the sale.
We stand behind every car we sell, ensuring that you drive away with confidence. We want you to be totally comfortable with your purchase because at Klutz Auto, you're the priority.
We've been your trusted dealer for 47 years. Visit us at Klutz Auto Sales across from Walmart on Highway 80. Call us at 606-439-5065.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust. Powered by the nation's most reliable network. TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
This is News 12.
Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
Hornets want to air it out. He's got a man out here, Linden, caught at the 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your Hometown News tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
It's fall, y'all, and are you ready to fall into some incredible savings with the region's best network, Appalachian Wireless? Come shop the latest devices at prices you'll love and see how our team can better serve you with plans and promotions that are made just for you. Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just looking for the best service, Appalachian Wireless has you covered. So what are you waiting for? Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Okay, I want to welcome everybody to the Jenkins High School. It's the finals of the 53rd District Volleyball Tournament. We had a great time last night, and our two final teams are Knott County Central and the Letcher County Central Cougars. I have the coach of Knott County Central here, Shay Cornett. Shay, y'all have had a great season so far. You just go ahead and talk and discuss about your team and what your expectations are.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. We have. I felt like we've had a good season. Lots of ups and downs, lots of uncertainties and growing pains along the way. But I'm proud of them this season. I really am. They're a good group, a good mixture of young and old. And our older ones have really taken those younger ones under their wings and showed a lot of patience with them. And I really appreciate that on the floor when I can't, the coach is on the floor kind of deal.
I did mention the other night, I said that, I don't know who I was talking to, somebody up in the crowd, and I said, Shay's doing a good job. You're not rebuilding. I said, she just reloads now. I said, because you actually have 8th graders and freshmen that you play quite a bit and has a big part of your lineup, and your team doesn't mind to go to them when it's at the, at the hard part or the pressure part of the game. They'll go ahead and go to those younger girls.
Yeah, and I think that kind of gives those younger ones, a sense of calm too, and that they feel like they trust them and they believe in them, and that means a lot to those younger ones.
Well, you know how it was when you're younger and in an older group, they don't mind to give you the ball and they make you part of it instead of just you're taking space up on the floor.
Yeah, so. I remember being a younger one and having maybe not one or two that were not the best at that, and so to see these older girls, just being, like I said, so patient and so kind with them, it makes my coach heart happy.
Well, I want to tell you that congratulations, you've had a great year, and like we were talking, I said you're going to lose some seniors, but you figured out how to just rebuild your team. You can look at your JV team. I'm sure they've had a good season too. So that, like I said, everybody's learning how to, instead of rebuild, you just reload every year just by the work habits they put in practice and all the drills they go through. So,
yeah, I think I've said before, those long nights in the gym where you practice everybody, or you might, we might split them up and practice some. You might be in the gym for 4 or 5 hours, but they need that time because you just never know, and it could come sooner than you think or even they think, and their time to shine. And our JV and our freshman team, they did well this year, and I'll have to give Justin a shout out. The girls call him JP. His name's Justin Paul, and so instead of the JV team, they just say the JP team.
Right. Well, that makes sense. That's all right.
The JP had a good year.
That's all right. But I want to wish you the best of luck in the tonight and in the region. And I really think this is probably going to be one of the better regions that there's been in volleyball in quite a few years. I mean, you've got you guys and Letcher going in. I'm guessing Perry's going in now.
Perry and Leslie.
Perry and Leslie's going in. I'm sure Brett's going in. Wolf's going in.
I think Powell and Estill out of the other 56.
I mean, you're looking at 8 good, strong teams. You know, when you get to the regional tournament, you throw everything out from there. You just pray you have a good night whenever you're playing, and there's not going to be a really, a team that you can actually just overlook in this region. I think this is going to be one of the better regions in a couple of years.
I agree, and last night we had JBS, and JBS, I was really proud that she's doing a great job with them, and they played great last night. And I told Doug Clark, that they peaked at the right time, and that's what you want. They played the best game I've seen them play, and they went out and they were proud of that. And I was proud of that. It's really growing. This whole region really is growing.
And that's the thing. You, as one coach, are looking at another team and saying, you all done a great job. That means more to them than their coach coming up, because they expect their coach to say that. But for another team or another coach to say, you guys done really well, that means a lot. And that gives, like you said, that gives them something to build on for next year.
Yeah. It was good. It was really good. It was
and
fun
it gives
to watch.
these coaches are getting to see how things are changing. And I think everybody's moving in the right direction. The defenses are all pretty similar, so now it's just whoever plays the more positive game is probably going to be the winner.
Yep. So you got to show up.
You do. But like I said, I'll let you get back to your team, and I want to say congratulations, good luck, and there ain't nothing I can do for you, but if there is, let me know.
All right, thank you. And Bill, if you're listening, we miss you and we love you.
Yeah, I got on to his daughter the other day. I'm like, people would like to know when the man's sick, he's in the hospital. So, but yeah, we said that the other night. We wish he was getting better, and yeah, it's pretty strange not seeing him and Janet in the bleachers.
I know it's sad. I have no doubt that he's watching though.
Oh, I'm sure he is. But like I say, congratulations, good luck, and I'm sure I can't help you, but if there's anything I can do for you, let me know, okay?
All right, thank you, man.
All right, thank you.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Okay, I want to welcome everybody back to the Jenkins High School. Like I said, it's the finals of the 53rd District High School Tournament. You have Letcher County Central and you have Knott County Central that will be competing tonight. I want to welcome Miss Taylor. She is the coach at Letcher County Central. Taylor, I want to congratulate you. You've had a great year. I know you've got a bunch of young kids. I know you've got some, a senior?
Yeah, I have one.
Just like I was talking about Shay, I feel like you guys have learned how to, you're not rebuilding now. You guys are just reloading every year. And we were just talking. I want you to just sit and just tell me about your team, just whatever.
My team, I'm thankful that, we are young. We only have one senior, and so we do have a lot of chemistry and stuff amongst us. They all just come in and, there's not cliques, they're all friends and stuff like that. And so there's just a lot of chemistry and, it's fun for them. Sometimes we'll have a practice and then at the end of practice, it's supposed to be weightlifting and they kind of want to practice some more to play some more. It's just volleyball's supposed to be their escape and their fun for them, and so that's something that I want to make sure that is always happens.
So Taylor, now you know that if you're telling them we're weightlifting and they still want to practice, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah.
So that's a positive to you and your coaching staff, whoever's helping you. But you're right, to have a young team like you had and to come out and be as successful as you have this year, whatever you guys are doing is working.
Yeah.
So, but I know I was just telling the coach from Knott County, I said this would probably be one of the strongest regions that's been in quite a few years, actually, because you got you guys, Knott County, Breathitt County, Wolfe County, Perry County, Leslie County, and I think she said Estill and Estill and Powell County.
Yeah.
So that's 8 teams. I said now you can throw all your books out. Now everybody's playing just for the top piece in that.
Yeah, I think so too. And like on record, have we done as well as we did last year and stuff? No, we don't have the same record, that we did last year. But it's been a learning experience. We did lose Amelia and Madison last year, and having a 6 rotation hitter and then a setter who was very experienced and stuff. Those are losses, and it's been a learning curve. And in the middle of the season, I did have to switch the rotation, and then I did move Kelsey to running a 5-1. So this season's just been about learning. It's been about learning each other and learning what's best for this team. And so, whether or not it looks the best on, scoreboard, I don't call that as like my success. I know that these kids are getting better because I see them every day practicing, and I do know that they've worked hard for it, and there's been improvement.
That's the thing. People, you can be 32-0, and if you didn't play anybody, that looked great.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you get out here to compete against teams that are good, that's when it shows you didn't. You guys have got out and traveled and played the best of the best all around, so you shouldn't have you could have a great record in a couple of years, because when you get older, then I know you'll expect to have that great. That's when you're going to expect to be 25 or 28-2 or whatever.
Yeah.
But you're right. You're young, and you've taken this young team, like you said, and you've had to gel them together, and they've stayed together, and you can tell they're getting better every game. And right now, they're probably playing the best ball they've been playing.
Yeah.
So don't count yourself short. Like I said, records are great, but when you look back, that's what Manus and we always go back and look at all the teams you guys played, and we're talking about you played the first, second, third best teams in this region.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get out and compete, you're battle wall, and now you're just playing. Now you're in the war. So.
Yeah, and that's what I said, like coming into postseason, everyone starts at 0. And, right now we're 1-0 in this postseason.
Exactly.
And so, the record doesn't matter, how good or bad we've done. We've not beaten teams that we did last year. And so going into this postseason, they just need to know that it's up for grabs. And, if we want it and if we practice hard and we play hard, that we can have it.
Exactly right. That's what – everybody, I always went in right after the very last game, and I took my book and just threw it over my shoulder and guys, that part, it's gone now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's starting at 0, so now anybody can win now.
Yeah.
But it's just now you can't lose. When you lose, you're gone. So that puts a pressure on everybody. Nobody wants to go home now.
Yeah.
But you guys know that you and Knott County are going to be playing next week at Leslie County, and hopefully we're going to be there every night. Like I said, I just want to wish you guys the best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Next week, whoever wins goes to the state. I think that's a great thing. And somebody said the other night, they said eventually Taylor's going to bring a regional title back to Letcher County. I can see that.
Thank you.
No, that doesn't mean anything for me. I'm just telling you from high up here, I can tell that that's what you're working for, and that's what your kids are working for.
Yeah.
And once they get that, and they get that in their blood, that's
That's the goal.
It is, and when you get that state, when you get to go to the state and you get that in your blood, it just makes the game a whole lot higher.
Yeah, and I do wish that it would go back to being an actual fun thing, like them going to state instead of hosting it being in the first round, being at schools and stuff, because I feel like the experience is
not there.
It's not the same. Everyone else gets that state experience and stuff, these volleyball kids should get the same recognition, and so I just wish that they did get that experience. But either way, you know, getting a region title and getting a region banner and getting that recognition, it would still be amazing for these kids. And that is the will, and that's the want, and that's the desire for these kids, and I know that they are working hard for that.
Well, and that's what I said. Everybody, that's what every child that's playing this sport right now, their one thing is everybody wants to go to the state tournament.
Yeah.
And I've always said when you want to go and you get that in the first year we went, we had 50-some kids, we took everybody because we just wanted them to feel what that was.
Yeah.
But you're exactly right. Not having the full state tournament in one place takes away the highs. It really does. And I'm like you, I don't like that. I'd rather they take it all back to one place. So, you know, all these kids can go, and you're like you said, you may go 1 year, you may not get to go back. So enjoy that 1 year when you go. That's what the first year we went, we had no idea what to expect, but we knew we was going to have a good time because we had no idea if we were going back again.
Yeah, and that's why I made it a point this year for whenever we won the 2A, like everyone was going.
Right, exactly right.
But I wanted it to be an experience for everyone.
Just getting that and taking them to that state tournament, those kids will remember that, and they want to do that again. That's a big thing, man. People don't realize that's a big thing.
Yeah.
But like I said, I want to congratulate you, and I'll never get that out, but I want to wish you the best of luck tonight, next week. And I think you're doing a great job. You do have a bunch of young kids, but I can see that you're moving your team in the right direction.
Thank you so much.
Just like I told Shay, I'm not sure there's anything I can do for you, but if there is, you let me know. I'm up to the microphone now. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
I have no pressure now. I can eat before the game and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to wish you guys the best of luck. I think this will be a great game tonight, and I really think next week's region will be a super region. I really do.
I do too. I think it'll be fun.
But I want to say congratulations, good luck. I'll let you go back so you can be with your team and get everybody prepared and hyped up and whatever you need to do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
And I want to thank everybody. I have one more that I'm going to try to get on here in a few minutes, but we'll take about a 2 or 3 minute break, and then we'll be right back.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi. I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
CVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Okay, I want to welcome everybody back to the Jenkins High School, the finals of the 53rd District Volleyball Tournament. We have Letcher County Central versus Knott County Central. I have a special guest on here tonight. This woman has worked extremely hard for a couple of weeks now, just trying to get all this set up and getting everything prepared. It's the athletic director at Jenkins Middle High School. Ashley, I know you put a lot of time into this. I've seen you run up down the hallway trying to do this and do that. I want to thank you. It's been a great tournament. Everything has been organized and everybody's been prepared. I mean, nobody's asking for this or that. So you've done a great job. I just want you to just go ahead and just discuss your role and what you've done and everything about this tournament.
Well, thank you, first of all. I know it takes an army to get something like this together. We've hosted a lot of tournaments here. This one's been enjoyable. It's just 2 days, but it's jam-packed full of fun, and these girls have worked hard. I'm glad that we can showcase them here. We've had the administration's backed us, the staff has backed us, the coaching staff, everybody has been really helpful. We've got a lot of sponsors that I'd like to thank. We've got major ones that stepped up for us. We got Double Quick, Mark Wright and Farm Bureau, Raven Rock Golf Course, Brading's Plumbing and Electric, Whitaker Bank, and then we got special thanks to a lot of our local places that helped out with the hospitality room. We've got Isom IGA, Pepsi, Lee's, Subway, Whitesburg Food City. And all that has happened because of Karen Cottle. She has made that happen. That was one of the last things on my list to do, and she's already taken care of all of it, so I can't thank her enough.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm sure she does too. But I just want to thank you. Like I said, this facility is great. I just wish everybody could go in there and see that weight room that just will blow everybody's mind when you walk through that door. That's the first thing I looked at. But like I said, I know that you work hard. I understand I was the coach. I was never the athletic director, so I was on the other side. But you're right. It takes a mountain to get one of these things together, and it takes everybody working. And, even these coaches have been real good about getting off, clearing the floor, giving you what you need.
Absolutely.
I know the faculty at school has been really good about, what do you need? I'll help you do whatever. It's been a great place so far. I love it.
We're proud that we can showcase it. We've done a lot of upgrades over the years, so especially like in the locker rooms and around the outside. So we any way we can showcase our school, we're proud.
Exactly. But like I said, I want to thank you for all the time, because I know you were running today, trying to get food up here so everybody could eat. Last night you're trying to get people in there to make sure the food was taken care of and warm and whatever it needs to be. People doesn't know until they do that how much. And I will tell you, I have never heard one team say, Ashley didn't have me a bus ready, she didn't have my referees ready. You don't hear that a whole lot, because a lot of people are like, I don't have a bus. I'm trying to leave at 4:30 and it's 3 o'clock and I'm trying to find something.
Well, thank you. I'm going to come up here more often and let you go.
Okay, go right ahead. But I do want to thank, like I said, I really, honestly, have not heard anybody say anything negative about what you're not trying to do for them. They're always, just go tell Ashley, we need this or we need that. So, and I know that's a hard job.
It is. I mean, this school is my heart and soul. I was born and raised here, graduated here, so I do bleed green, so I want to make sure that everybody has everything they need and prepare. A lot of behind-the-scenes work, but I do, like I said, have an army that's behind me. Have a lot of students that help me out as well. I just hope that we can finish up tonight with a good game for everybody, and wish everybody best of luck.
That's what I said. I figured this is probably going to be one of the better regions in the past. I'm going to say 3 or 4 years.
Absolutely.
Because you've got 8 good teams, and just like I told Shay and Taylor, when you get to this part, you just throw I always just took my book and threw it over my head like, that's it, that's done. We're on another chapter now.
Yeah, the girls, they've seen each other twice already. They know everybody's plays, and they're prepared. So whichever one comes out tonight, the winner, they're going to showcase the 53rd District.
Extremely well.
Yeah,
I totally
they're going to
agree.
represent us very well in the region.
And I said, to me, the team that wins this game will be the team that makes the less mistakes, the least of the mistakes.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
both of these are good, solid teams.
Yeah, it's going to be an intense game. I'm looking forward to it.
But I wanted to thank you. I thought you should get your share because you're the backbone of this right here. And like I said, I want to say thank you for all your hard work. You know that I love every sport, but I guess this is have the most wins in this one. So I have to push for this one a little bit. But
you're the legend here.
Well, no, I'm not a legend, but thank you. I'm gonna bring you up here more. But no, I think it's great. I love that this volleyball has grown so much since I said I don't even know if I could coach in it now because it has grown tremendously. And I love you look over here and you see benches full.
Yeah.
You probably have more athletes playing volleyball right now, and I'm not saying anything than you do basketball.
Oh, you do, yeah.
Because you'll see teams that have 20 and 30 kids playing.
In the postseason, you see, they can only have 15 on the postseason roster, so that's difficult for the coaches. They're going to have to cut it down because they've got 20-some kids out there that they can probably throw in at any time.
Yeah, and they're buying for spots. You're exactly right.
Yep.
But like I said, I want to say thank you. You got anything else you want to say? Well, and just, say hello to little Kylie because she's been running around here.
That's my little right-hand kid there. I don't know where she's at, but she was dressed like me today. We were supposed to do the teacher-student thing. So, I'm going to say hi to little Kylie Bug, and I appreciate Hometown for coming and checking us out tonight.
And I want to say I was so glad to get to see your dad last night. I've been asking about him all the time. Karen's like, you keep missing him. I've just known him for years through softball, and you were playing basketball and your softball and his softball seasons and stuff. Well, people like that, you make good friends just by being yourself and not trying to be.
As soon as he walked in, that's the first thing he said, where is she at? And I know who he's talking about. So if he comes tonight, it's probably just for you.
Yeah, there you go. But like I said, I just want to say thank you. Thanks to the staff, the students, all the teams that's participating, all the fans. I'm sure it's going to be pretty loud tonight, but, they need to cheer for their school and their kids. And as long as we're positive about it, doesn't really matter how loud it gets.
That's exactly right. And I'm excited to see who's going to represent us tonight.
Exactly. But thank you, and I appreciate everything you've done and that you will do.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back in about probably 3 to 4 minutes.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
I'd say he done them like me when they walked through the door. Start that time.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. One of the things that makes us the region's best network isn't just our coverage, it's that we're local. You'll find real people right here from home, ready to help you get the best deals on the latest devices. We hear the other carriers bragging about how they cover the middle of nowhere, but this isn't nowhere. All our roads lead to somewhere. So come home to Appalachian Wireless. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
Okay, I want to welcome everybody back to Jenkins High School for the finals of the 53rd District Volleyball Tournament. Like I said, we have Letcher County Central versus Knott County Central. Both of these teams will be going to the region next week. It's held at Leslie County High School. I have another extremely special guest, and that's Mr. Blake Mason. He is the athletic director at Letcher County Central. Blake, I was just talking to Ashley. I know what a hard job you guys have, trying to get buses and refs and everybody. You got 4 teams going in different directions every night. But I just want you to sit here and just discuss your job, whatever you want to.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's pretty difficult, but, you know, as are a lot of things to do with the school system. But so fall sports, we've got football, soccer just ended, volleyball now. We had cross country, golf, cheer, and dance all going for fall sports. Thankfully, the postseasons are staggered. Otherwise, I don't know.
I understand that.
I don't know how we would do it.
That's what I was just talking to Ashley. I said I never got to work under you. But,
Yeah.
you know, with Ashley, I've never heard somebody say, I don't have a bus, I didn't have a bus ready, we didn't have referees for this game. And I know it's hard to get referees when you've got everybody in the regions playing. I understand that. But
well, the problem is that the same guys are doing, you know, all 3 sports.
Correct.
A lot of the same people do basketball. So you've got girls' grade school basketball and football, JV, grade school, volleyball, soccer. It's the same people.
it is.
So
And
that's
now
a huge
you have
issue.
now you have high school boys and girls and grade school boys. And I guess archery is beginning to pick up.
Yeah, archery's
So-
starting up, wrestling too.
True.
So winter is a little bit slower as far as having so many different directions.
Yeah, you only have 4 teams now instead of 6.
Yes.
6
yeah.
or 8, that's true.
Yeah, but, you know, just because it's the off season doesn't mean that those teams aren't, you know, practicing
Exactly.
or, you know, trying to get in the gym or get in the weight room. So, you know, making that schedule can be difficult. But, yeah, I mean, it's a labor of love. So
It is. You have to enjoy sports.
Yes,
to
you
be able to
do.
that.
You do.
Because I'm sure that your wife and kids do not see a whole lot of you during the week.
Well, unfortunately, that's the truth. You know, we hosted district and region soccer in back-to-back weeks.
Yes.
So the earliest I got home was about 11 o'clock for 2 weeks.
And there were several nights you was having a district soccer and having volleyball games
Yes.
too. So I'm sure you were running from field to the gym.
3 of those nights we had soccer doubleheaders and volleyball in the
Yes.
gym at the same time. So we had the last 2 weeks we had 17 events
But I
on campus.
I personally want to congratulate you. I've known you for a long time. I
Yes.
think you're a great man.
Well, I appreciate that.
You know, I said I love sports. Ash was talking. I said, you know, I have to like this one a little bit better because
Yeah.
I've got a few more wins in this one than the
Yeah.
other ones. But no, I love sports in general. But I told I don't know if I could coach it now. It's changed and
Things are a little different.
it
But
is, and it's so much better. I mean, you got more than 2 or 3 teams now that can go to
Yeah.
the state tournament.
Yeah.
This should be probably one of the best regions in the past
Yeah, I think so.
3 or 4 years.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to boys volleyball season in the spring too. We had a lot of fun with that last year. So
Well, I'm going to try to start that up here.
yeah, I hope so.
So.
I hope so. That'd be great
Well,
for
that way
everybody.
they won't have to travel all the way to Lexington, Louisville,
yes.
places to get to play.
Several trips to Lexington and Fleming County and all around
Right.
in between. But yeah.
But Blake, I want to thank you. They're getting ready to do the national
Okay,
anthem. But
all
I
right.
appreciate it. If there's
Yes.
anything I can do for you, you just holler at me.
I
All right,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a favorite medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Welcome to the Bank of Hyman Volleyball Game of the Week, which just happens to be the 53rd District Girls Volleyball Championship between the Knott County Central Lady Patriots, 32-2 on the season, versus the Letcher County Central Lady Cougars, 19-13 on the season. Big-time matchup. I'm Manus Blair, joined by Betty Von Cottle here, and Betty Von's been doing some interviews, and I've been resting my voice after the UK football game, so I appreciate that, Betty Von. Big-time matchup. This is the 15th time, well, the 16th time these two have faced in the district championship, with Letcher Central holding a 11-4 advantage, and 3 of those times was in the 51st district, and I believe that might have been when you were coaching. And the rest of the time, of course, it was in the 53rd district. Knott Central trying to go for a 4th consecutive district championship. Letcher Central, as you well know, the tradition of Letcher Central is district championships and regional championships, and Knott County Central is, in the last few years, the same expectation comes with them. Of course, we will have 4 officials, and it looks like R1 will be John Stacy and R2 will be Travis Purdy. And we're ready to go. And down in the 55th district already, it's Wolfe County is up 2-0. Breathitt County's ahead in the 3rd set, 9-2. Thank you for joining us here on Hometown 24.
And, you know, with this game, you expect nothing but just high tempo, hard hitting, laying your body out on the line to get every ball, because neither one of these teams wants to go in second.
No.
And, you know, like I've been saying, man, this is probably going to be one of the best regions in the past 3-4 years. So, you know, you can go in first or second, you're still going to face a hard opponent.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's someone who we or anybody else may think cannot win the region, there's always that possibility in anything, in any sport that you play once you get to postseason play, because the pressure starts weighing heavy on the team that is expected to win, and the other team comes out loose. In saying that, Knott County Central has defeated Letcher Central in the 2 matches, but the last match that we had on Hometown 24 up at Letcher Central went 4 sets, and just a few different errors or mistakes allowed Knott County Central to win that particular match. So the gap has closed from the very first match till now. And we're ready to play volleyball, and Kenley Baker will go back to serve for Knott County Central. Thank you for joining us here. And that's going to go long, and that's going to be point Letcher County Central. And you can expect that, a little bit of adrenaline flowing. And, the anticipation of the match is Conley will come in and Baker will go out. Piper Adams to serve. Conley goes back to Waddell. Combs. Blevins. Free ball, Knott County Central. Conley to the middle, and it's going to be a joust, and it's going to come down on Letcher Central side. Point, Knott County Central. Bailey able to get to it a little bit quicker than Lowe.
Well, and Bailey went up and swapped it to the left,
yeah.
and Lowe just went up. I think she was going to try to block it and take it back over.
King with a serve. Holbrook to Lowe. Conley across. Over top of the block, and that's going to be point. Letcher Central is Lowe, took it over the double block.
I told you, you're going to see every hit possible tonight in this game right here.
Holbrook to serve for Letcher County Central. Sluss gets it to Conley, back set to Bailey, double block. Bailey able to get to it. King free ball for Letcher County Central. Holbrook back set to Pack down the line. Backside. Baker with a running hander down for the point, Knott County Central. And if this is the first time you've tuned in to a Hometown 24 volleyball game, you're in for a treat tonight.
Dave, every game we've had, man, this has been a treat.
Bailey to serve. Bump set goes over, and Bailey's going to hit it in the net. Point, Knott County Central.
That's Little Bailey. We have Big Bailey at Knott County and Little Bailey at Letcher County Central.
And for those that haven't tuned in, they are sisters. And that one's going to go long, and that's going to be a point for Letcher County Central. Pack will go back to serve. Pack leads Letcher Central in aces with 82 on the season. Conley across, and it's going to be a cut shot. Holbrook. Adams push over to the top. Conley. Baker across to Miller. Off the double block, and it's going to be point. Knott County Central. And you can hear the crowd probably over our audio.
Yeah, there's a pretty good crowd here for this game.
4-3, Knott County Central. Miller to serve. Floater, Adams, nice job. Back set. Down the line goes low, and that's going to be a point. Letcher County Central.
That was a nice shot by Lowe.
And
she went up and held it as long as she could to push that ball to see what that back player was going to do.
Lowe to serve. Goes across. Baker down the line, but it's going to go wide. Point, Letcher County Central. How important, Betty Vaughn, is it for Letcher Central to get off to that good lead here in the first set?
Well, and you know, they've got that. It's a little down because Knott County's beat them. But, yeah, they need to get off to for themselves to build their confidence up to say, we know we can play.
Baker down the line. It's going to go long, and it's going to be point, Letcher Central. Lowe to continue. Nice serve, Sluss with the up. Miller back set to Baker down the line. It's going to be long, and it's going to be point, Letcher Central. Lowe keeping the momentum going by serving it in over there. Miller across. Baker into the net, and that's going to be point, Letcher Central. 8-4, Letcher Central as Lowe has gone on a 4-0 run. Waddell, bump set goes to Baker, and it's going to go long, and that's going to be another point for Letcher Central. Thought Coach Cornett was going to call a timeout, but she's going to let them play through it.
She's going to try to hold off as long as possible.
And that's going to be an overpass, and Eldridge puts it down. Point, Letcher Central.
Yeah, Hannah was standing there waiting on that one.
Could not draw it up any better for the start for Letcher County Central, and that's going to go long. Lowe did a nice job serving the ball in till that time, but it's going to be an aggressive serving is what you've got to do in such a game.
And both of these teams serve well. They both receive well. So, like I said, it's the team that's going to make the least amount of mistakes.
Miller goes back to Waddell down the line. That's off the block of Bailey for a point for Knott County Central. Thank you for tuning in on Hometown 24. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, on the regular cable. So you can find us. Like and share if you're on Facebook. Goes to Bailey. Bailey to Miller. Waddell cuts it down the middle, but Pack gets it. Holbrook. McCullum over to Waddell down the line. That's going to be on the line. Point, Knott County Central. As they've gone on a run of their own, Betty Vaughn.
They have. And you figure that's what this game, each match or set's going to be is just they're going to make runs. You just can't let a team get a 5 or 6 point lead because you're going to have to fight back.
10-7. Bump set goes outside to Bailey, hits it down the middle to Miller. Sluss with a call. Waddell down the line, and it's going to be long. Point. It's going to go to Letcher County Central. Out just a ball with.
It was.
Combs will come in, and out will go Bailey, and Combs will go back to serve for Letcher County Central. Into the net, and that's going to be point. Knott County Central as Kraft will go out and Bailey will come in for the Lady Pats. Sluss to serve.
I thought she was going to knock her center out right then.
McCullum, she better be careful there. Floater, Combs with it up. Holbrook goes outside to Eldridge. Up by Miller, bump set Sluss. Baker, and that's going to be a touch, and it's going to be a point for Knott County Central.
You know, Maynard's always told mine, don't look at the setter, but the server, but they didn't have enough faith. They had to turn around and look. I guess that's why.
Oh, you get coconut a few times.
Yeah.
You get antsy, don't you?
Yeah.
Sluss serves it into the net. Point, Letcher County Central. And Eldridge will go back to serve. And we'll, for those that haven't tuned in, we'll get their classification and let you know about that as well. Nice serve that time. Miscommunication, and that's going to be a point for Letcher County Central.
That was a nice save by Zoe Miller. She couldn't do anything with that, and all she done was just pop the ball up. And
yeah, Eldridge had a lot behind that serve.
Yeah, she does.
Down the line, another good serve. Nice up by Baker. Goes to Bailey down the line. No, off the cross, and that's going to be point, Knott County Central.
I haven't seen that from Bailey a whole lot. That was a nice cross shot.
Oh, yeah. Eldridge out and Blevins in for Letcher County Central. Blevins does a nice job, whether it be a designated specialist or as a little barrel the last time we had him.
The last game, her and Piper switched positions. Well, they switched her, let her do Piper's, and I thought she done a great job.
And Bailey told you I can do it again, and she cuts it back short on this side over here, so that's point.
You have to have a blocker. You've got to have a blocker in front of her.
Baker going back to serve. Nice. And it's going to be an overpass, and that's going to be ace for Kinley Baker. She has 81 now, 82 on the season.
Right here's where Letcher Central just needs to slow down. They just, they've got to pass this ball and get their hits.
And that's going to be an error, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central. McCullum out, and Lowe will come in. 14-12, set one. Thank you for joining us on the Bank of Heinemann volleyball game of the week. 53rd District Championship. Miller, and that's going to be over top. Point, Knott County Central. King will come in for Waddell, and she will go back to serve. Kaylee King has 73 aces on the year.
People does not realize how nerve-wracking that is to sit on that bench and come in and have to serve. And you know how good of a server she is to be able to do that.
And Pack, nice hit, but Conley up. Bump set Sluss to Miller over the top. Nice job by Blevins. In system goes to Lowe. Off the block of Bailey. Conley. Bailey with a bump set to Miller down the line, and that's going to go long, and that's going to be point, Letcher County Central. Oh, excuse me. They said it was a touch.
But the referees are saying there is no touch.
Oh. The ball was rolled back to Knott County Central,
Yeah.
so I never saw an official say that it had been touched. Holbrook, a junior, serving now. Conley back to Bailey down the middle of the line. Oh,
nice
my.
job.
Blevins laid out for that one. That's going to be a cut shot. Holbrook with it. Bump set all the way across. Packed short. There was Baker. Conley to Bailey off of the touch of Bailey, and that's going to be point. Knott County Central.
Big Bailey just hit it, little Bailey. May not be good when you get home.
They
No.
love each
I
other.
know. They know it's just a game. Both
Yeah.
teams trying to win.
Oh, yeah. Nice play. Oh, it was out. Nice play
Had the
by
right
Lowe.
idea.
Yes. That was a point for Knott County Central.
I told you, these young volleyball players, games like this is what you want to watch. You learn how to play the game.
And this is where you want to be. Goes back to Pack. Over past. Ooh, Adams able to contain it. Nobody saw it. Baker, point. And that puts Knott Central up for the first time, 16-15.
That's been the shot, man, that we've talked about all year. Every team is having a hard time playing that hit right there.
You saw Coach Van Hoos tell Adams, you need to be there.
Yeah, she's telling her to scoot up.
Yep. Conley goes outside to Baker down the line. That's going to be a kill and point, Knott County Central.
That's why Baker is so dangerous. She can move the ball so well anywhere. I mean,
and Coach Van Hoos is going to call a timeout, and we're going to take a timeout too. So be with us in 30 seconds on Hometown 24.
Good times, good food, and good people at the Goal Line Bar and Grill. Come try their daily lunch specials as well as the best steak in Hazard as voted by the people. Looking for something fun to do? Hit up the tables and the dartboard. Also, trivia night every Tuesday evening. Goal Line has all your favorite big sports events on the big screen. There's something for everyone at Goal Line. Goal Line Bar and Grill in Hazard.
One. Welcome back to Jenkins High School on the campus of Jenkins High School. Thank you for Jenkins. Superintendent Damian Johnson, Principal Marvin Boggs, AD Ashley Addington Congleton. We appreciate those people. We appreciate their hospitality. Big time game going on. Big time game also going on down at Wolfe County as Breathitt County's up 21-19 in the third set. Wolfe County up 2-0. Bailey with the serve to Blevins. Back set goes, and that's going to be right in the coffin corner for Pack, and that's a point. Couldn't have drawn it up any better after the timeout.
and Pack has been hitting that shot quite a bit the last couple games we've been watching.
As Knott Central had drawn up, and she hit it over the top.
Right.
Conley goes to Miller. Miller with a cut shot, but there was Bailey. Holbrook low off the block of Kraft. Free ball, Letcher Central. And that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. (18-16), Knott County Central set number 1. Miller to go back to serve. Miller is a junior for Coach Cornett. Hits the net and throws the timing off, and that's going to be a point for Knott County. Piper Adams had no choice on that one as it hit the tape and went over top of it.
And this is where Letcher County Central, they need to slow down and get back to their game plan.
And that's
well,
what
Knott
service
County missed
error.
the service error.
Yep.
See, that's what these two good teams right here, that's what you can't do. You can't just give 3 points up.
Low to serve, and Calissa is a junior for Letcher County Central. Miller back set for Baker, and that's going to go long. Point, Letcher Central. Lowe's with the short, and it's going to be out just by a ball width, and that's going to be point Knott Central. Taylor Baker going back to serve. Taylor is a senior for Knott County Central. Pack with a nice up. Holbrook goes out to McCullum. McCullum down the line. It's going to go long, and that's going to be a point for Knott Central.
She hammered that ball.
Hit it with a lot of power.
Did.
She did.
She just didn't go all the way through. She stopped on the hit. Nice up by Piper.
Holbrook outside to Bailey off the double block.
Nice save.
Sluss with a call. Goes outside. It's cut, and it's going to be pancake. And, and it's going to be a point for Knott County Central. And Letcher Central is going to call timeout. We're going to take one, too, so stay with us. We got a dandy here at Jenkins High School. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Welcome back to Hometown 24 presentation of the 53rd District Girls Volleyball Championship. Letcher Central with a timeout. 22-18 here in set number 1.
It's what everybody expected it to be.
Yeah, and and it's a very good atmosphere.
Right, it is.
Baker with a serve. Holbrook. Free ball for Knott County Central. Kraft goes backward to Baker. Nice job by Pack. Holbrook all the way across. Cut shot, but it goes in the net. Point, Knott County Central.
You see Hannah went up and she wanted to tip, but then she tried to roll right at the end and it just rolled short.
And that's going to be in. Adams thought it was going long, and that's going to be set point number 1 in set 1 for Knott County Central. Adams, Holbrook outside, goes to Bailey, cut shot. Baker was there, goes out. Adams with a nice job. Eldridge, Baker, Miller, Waddell, and it's going to go long, and it's going to be point, Letcher Central. Set point number 2 coming up as Combs will come in, and she will serve as Bailey will go out. Katie Combs, the senior.
Yeah, Waddell done the same thing. She went up and just stopped on that hit, and that ball just keeps rising.
Back set goes to Kraft over top of the block. Holbrook goes back to Eldridge. Baker, Miller, Waddell down the line, and it is out, and it will be point, Letcher Central. Set point number 3 for Knott County Central. And that one's going to be in. Combs has come in, and then they've gone on a 3-0. 24-21, and it'll be set point number 4.
And Katie's always done a good job of serving deep.
Bump set goes to Kraft. Pack. Holbrook all the way across to Eldridge off the block of Kraft, but there's Waddell. Got to get something in system here, but it's going to be a free ball for Knott County Central. Back set goes to Baker, and that's going to go long. Letcher Central hanging in this first set. And Knott Central's going to call a timeout, and we'll take another timeout. Be right back on Hometown 24.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensperger from Hoffensperger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensperger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild.
bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning.
Welcome back to the campus of Jenkins High School, Whitney Creech Court, as Coach Cornett trying to stem the tide of Katie Combs and the Letcher County Central Cougars. They have drawn within 2 here, and this will be set point number 5, I'm sorry. Set point number 5 while she's been serving.
Same thing with Knott. They've got to get the ball back. They've got to play their game. They've got to get a hit and make Letcher County play the ball.
And that's going to be a block, but it's going to come down on Letcher Central's side. So set 1 will go to Knott County Central 25-22. And when we come back, we'll have set number 2 here on Hometown 24.
Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community.
For more than a century, we have stood by the people of Hazard and Eastern Kentucky. Now we begin a new chapter with a new name. People's Bank and Trust Company is now PBT Bancorp. Our look may be new, but what matters stays the same. The same local faces, the same personal service, the same commitment to your goals. PBT Bancorp is here to help you grow, plan, and build for the future. PBT Bancorp, preparing for a better tomorrow.
Welcome back to Hometown 24, the Bank of Hindman. Game of the week, 53rd District Girls set after set 1. Knott Central wins at 25-22. We'll move into set 2 down at Rose Coliseum in Campton. Breathitt County takes set number 3, so Wolfe County is up 2-1 in the 4th set now down at Campton.
This first set is exactly what everybody expected it to be. Like you said, it's going to be a set of runs, and you just can't let that run get real far out. And it's whoever can get their team back in control and get back organized. I feel like if we play 3 games or 5 games, they're all going to be the same.
Yep. And, when you start looking at the previous, and I ain't much on looking back, but, when you look back on the matches they had prior, the 2, and I had it written down right here, but in most of those sets, it was like a battle between them, and it was always close. And I thought I had it right. Oh, right here it is. In other words, in the first match, it was 25-22, 25-27. No, that's the second match, 25-19, 25-8. So it was very competitive, and, just one, like you said, a spurt of 4, 5, or 6 can ultimately put you looking down the rabbit hole trying to find out how you can get back, and it just takes a lot out of you as well.
It does. I see Taylor's, I guess she's serving first, so she's rotated now because she's starting low, starting out in the front. Yeah, you've got to have that big hitter up there. You've got to let her hit the ball.
And the blocker and middle blocker.
That's true.
Piper Adams, an 8th grader, starts it off for Letcher County Central. Goes outside to Bailey. It's a block right there is what we're talking about with Lowe. Push, and it goes up, but there's Blevins, gives it up to Lowe, who throws it off to the side, and that's going to be point Letcher Central.
Let me tell you, Blevins has played a heck of a last, several games. She's really...
early in the year, we didn't see her that much, but as time has gone on, she is really instrumental in the defense. Nice job by Combs, and Baker hits it in the net. Point, Letcher Central. Baker just went up and kind of, like you said before, kind of changed her mind in mid-flight.
Piper's not hitting the ball hard. She's just doing her job. She's getting the ball in and making them play it.
Holbrook goes to blow. Once again, that's going to be off to the left, and it's going to be a point on the touch. Point Letcher Central, and they get off to a really good start to start set number 2.
And Samara got that first one blocked. Now she's trying to tip. She just got to go back to hitting. You're going to get some blocked.
And that's why it's important for Lowe to be in there to block
exactly.
her.
But you just got to hit the ball. Yeah, you're going to eat some, but you'll hit more than you eat.
And miscommunication, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central.
Letcher started out on a 4-0 run. Knott County cannot let them get a big lead because you're fighting from behind the rest of the game.
Adams to Baker. Baker all the way across to Kinley, and it's going to be a touch. It goes outside. Pack, Sluss. Waddell with a cut over the top. Pack with it. Holbrook low over the top, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central. Letcher Central finding the spots right now early. And, you know, they got out to that lead in set number 1, and Knott Central was able to come back. It's going to be back. It's going to be a free ball for Letcher Central. Low, and it's blocked by Bailey, and that's going to be the first point for Knott County Central in set number 2.
And mine is, just to be honest, I think that Knott County, they went through the battles. I don't think they're going to get, what do you call it?
Miscombobulated?
Yeah, whatever, yeah. That's not the word I was going to use, but yeah. I just think, you know, they've got that under their belt, so.
Yeah. 5-2, and you know, until you get across and you defeat somebody, it plays to that game.
I agree.
Adams, Holbrook all the way across. Lowe, nice job, and that's going to be a point. Lowe is varied up, and you know that last time she got blocked, still she swung hard and swung through it, even though she was blocked. Point Letcher Central 6-2 as Holbrook will serve. Bailey will come in for Letcher County Central as Combs goes out. It's off the net, but it stayed on this side. Blocked by Lowe. They can't get it across point. Knott County Central. It did hit the middle netting, but it stayed on Knott County's side. If it goes across after touching, then it would have been a point for Letcher County Central. King with a serve. Levens gives it up short. It's one hand that time by Baker. Pack off the block. King, Conley. Baker off the double block, and it's going to be point Knott County Central 6-4. King, a freshman, will continue to serve. Off the block.
Makes a big difference when you have them four big hands up there in your face.
And it's going to be down, and it's going to be a point. Thought that somebody might have been in the net, but we're kind of a little bit catty-cornered from it.
You know, you were talking about serves. I remember when close to the last years I was coaching, Lakin, who is the assistant coach for Letcher County Central, sat on my bench and came back and won a district, won a region for us. She sat on the bench and came in at the end of it was the third game, win or lose, and she scored like 10 points in a row.
Yeah, I remember that.
I do too.
6 apiece. And nice serve by King, and that's going to put Knott County Central ahead, 7-6. In system, Holbrook back set. It's going to be bumped across. Conley's going to go back off the top by Miller. On 2, Lowe catches him off, but puts it in the net. All the way across to Pack off the double block point, Letcher County Central.
They were there. They were just too far off the net. Pack hits the ball hard and down. If you're not across the net, it's going to drop on your side.
7 apiece here in set number 2. Pack with the serve. And that's going to be a point. Knott Central unable to contain Pack's serve. And like I said, she leads the Lady Cougars in aces on the season. And that one's going to be long, and that's going to be point Knott County Central. Yeah, it looks like the ball has went to the
dressing room
all the way through. Bailey, a senior, will serve for Knott County Central. And it's going to be a block by Baker. And
that was a nice job by Baker. That was good timing.
Nine, 8, Knott County Central. Adams with a call. In system back off the double block. Miller not sure if it didn't cross. Coach Van Hoos wanted to call on that. And it's going to be on 2, and it's going to be point Knott County Central. And Captain Pack is going over to talk to the official about the call. Holbrook across to Eldridge. And it's going to be a point on the kill, and that will draw Letcher Central, Knott County Central 10-9. Low to serve. Overpass. Pack goes across to Eldridge off the block of Miller. Bump set. Baker. Another block by McCullum. Another block. 3 blocks by Letcher Central.
I love
nice shot. You couldn't have thrown it in a better spot by Lowe.
I love the net play. It has got this right here is what's changed the game.
Well, in Letcher Central with 3 blocks right there, and you know that plays an issue when you're hitting the ball like that. And
but like I said, this net play is what has changed the game of volleyball around here.
10 apiece. Nice serve by Lowe outside to Miller, and it's going to be a kill by Miller. Point Knott County Central. Miller to serve.
Piper always comes in with a lot of energy.
I think she has energy no matter where she's at.
I'd say when she's asleep, she's kicking in.
Goes across. Bailey goes short. Sluss. Miller tight to the net, and Bailey's going to put it down. Point Letcher County Central.
Nice play by Bailey.
Yep.
Just to go up and not worry about what's going on the other side. It's 11-11.
Yeah, and the set was really too close to the net.
Oh, yeah.
Combs with the serve. Scored a bunch last time. McCullum goes up, but there's Kraft.
Oh, great play by Kraft.
Baker, Combs, outside Eldridge.
Nice shot. Just Sluss is always on her game.
Baker.
Oh, nice.
That time Adams is where she need to be
exactly.
that time.
He's like, I'm not getting yelled at again. I'm going.
And down the line, nice job by Combs. Free ball as Adams takes it. Short hits it. Overpass. Oh! Just a missed time. It was just a little bit like a changeup coming across. Point goes to Knott County Central. Good rally by both teams.
Can you imagine the reflexes that these players have to have? I mean, this is just, it's like a pinball machine. It's just bouncing everywhere.
Holbrook, nice job by McCullum to change it with her left hand. Waddell. Outside, Eldridge off the double block. Once again, back to Eldridge off the block. Outside to Waddell, over the top.
Oh.
Combs dives, cannot get to it. Point Knott County Central. (13-11). We're in set number 2. Knott County Central took the first set. And that one's going to go long, and that'll be a point for Letcher County Central.
I think she was sending that baby home.
That was a home run.
Yeah.
kind of like George Springer last night for Toronto hitting that home run.
If it's not the Dodgers and the Cardinals minus, I don't know.
Nice serve that time. That's going to be a point. And Letcher Central will draw even at 13 apiece. Eldridge with a nice serve. The curveball spin on it. Miller back set to Kraft. Nice job by Combs to get it across. Free ball for Knott County Central in system. Goes across to Waddell, and that's going to go long. Point, Letcher Central, and they go ahead.
Hannah takes that volleyball from her mom. Her mom was about 5'6" and could jump, had a 3-foot vertical, and she could hammer.
Yep, she's sitting right down
She's
in front
sitting right down there. She could flat play the game.
She sure could. And that one's going to be in right on the line, and that's going to be a service ace. And Letcher Central goes up 2. (15-13). Another nice serve by Eldridge. Outside to Waddell. And that one's going to go long. Point, Letcher County Central. Excuse me, they said there was a touch. And so the point's going to go to Knott County Central. I was looking down in my book. I did not see.
I don't. It's going so fast. I'm trying to watch the hit, the play, the defensive play. You can't do it. That's why they have 4 officials here. They just have spots on the floor they have to watch.
Pack over the double block, and that's going to be point, Letcher Central. 16-14.
16-14, and Piper's up.
Adams to serve with a floater. Little miscommunication, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central. 17-14. By the way, the regional tournament will be held at Leslie County High School. So if you cannot get there, Hometown 24 will be there. Bump set. Baker out blocked back low. Adams with a call. Holbrook outside the pack over top, but there's Baker. Miller. Waddell down the line. It's going to go wide. Point, Letcher County Central. Biggest lead since the first middle part of the set for Letcher Central. Right now they're rocking and rolling. Good serve. Bumps set. Baker, a double block, and that's by Pack and Lowe. And we're going to have a timeout, and it's 19-14. Letcher Central set 2. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets, Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
Welcome back to the campus of Jenkins High School. Timeout by Coach Cornett, 19-14. Like I said, Letcher County Central rocking and rolling right now, and their fans across from us and down in front. They're having a good time.
They are. And I think that right now, Knott is a little rattled. I mean, we'll see how they can come back right here. They're going to have to stop Letcher Central. They can't let Letcher Central they've already have a 5-point lead.
Well, right now you got the big blue wall there with Lowe and Pack doing a nice job of altering shots or blocking them. Out to Baker, and that's how to get back. And
that's how you kill that momentum right there.
Yep. Nice set, nice hit. 19-15, Letcher Central. And Lily Blair is going to come in for the first time, and Baker will go out. Lily Blair is a junior for Coach Cornett. And that serve's going to go long, and that's going to be point Letcher Central. Holbrook to serve, and we've mentioned several times what a good server she is because
Yeah, she doesn't serve the ball hard, but she scores.
Yep. Goes to Bailey. Oh, and it's going to be a point.
But you see, she can set Bailey that zero. That's just about a zero. That's so quick that Letcher Central's having a hard time. They know what, I mean, you know, by the time she sets that up, they can't adjust and get up there fast enough.
And nice sportsmanship checking on Adams.
Exactly. That's what I like about these girl athletes.
Nice hustle by Adams, but it's going to be a point for Knott Central. Letcher Central got to find a way once again to side out here, 20-17. Letcher Central in set number 2.
And I want all these young athletes. Piper got hit hard, and she just got up. She's ready to go.
Yep. And I know it didn't feel good, and that's going to go wide. And Coach Van Hoos is going to call a timeout, and we're going to take a timeout with her here at 20-18, set number 2 on Hometown 24.
Here at Klutz Auto Sales in Hazard, Kentucky, we specialize in used vehicles, and we work with all types of credit. We're with you before and after the sale.
We stand behind every car we sell, ensuring that you drive away with confidence. We want you to be totally comfortable with your purchase because at Klutz Auto, you're the priority.
We've been your trusted dealer for 47 years. Visit us at Klutz Auto Sales across from Walmart on Highway 80. Call us at 606-439-5065.
Welcome back to the Bank of Hyman volleyball game of the week, 53rd District Championship night. Coach Van Hoos with a timeout to try to break the momentum of Knott County Central at 20-18. Down in Wolfe County, 23-all in set number 4. Wolfe County up 2-1. King to serve. Outside to Bailey. Bailey off the double block. Blair with a up. Sluss. Baker, and that's going to be on the line. That's going to be point, Knott County Central.
See, that's what I like about these teams. They're smart. They know who they have to go to and win. When they've got to score points, they go to their big guns.
Go to gal. King with the serve. Blevins, nice job. Goes to Lowe over the top, but there's King. Blair outside. Baker blocked by Lowe. In system here. Over the top, but Blair was there. Miller over the top. Adams. Holbrook outside the pack. Off the top of the block. King. Blair outside. Miller. Blevins. Holbrook. Free ball, but it goes through. It's going to be a free ball for Letcher Central. Got to get something in system here. Adams with a call. Bailey over the top. There's Sluss. Free ball once again for Letcher Central. Pack. Sluss. Baker. What a scramble.
Yeah, really.
Who's going to win the point? Baker off the block. Nice job by Pack. Deep in the corner, and it's right on the line. Point, Letcher Central. Couldn't have put it in a better place.
Hey, that was a nice volley.
Both teams going at it. 21-19. I started to say 11. 21-19.
You can tell how much this one game right here means.
And it means everything to Letcher Central. Try to draw even. 22-19 after the Pack ace. Of course, Pack is a sophomore for Coach Van Hoos. And another ace. 23-19. And Coach Cornett's going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout too. So stay with us on Hometown 24.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust.
Powered by the nation's most reliable network, TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. with mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
Welcome back as Coach Cornick calls a timeout, and with the serving of Ebony Pack, they have drawn out. Letcher Central has drawn out to a 4-point lead at 23-19 in the second set. Knott Central won the first set 25-22. Thank you for joining us here on Hometown 24. As I always say, David Adams would say, we got a dandy going on. Blair goes outside. It's going to be a block by Bailey. And it's going to be point, Knott County Central. 23-20. We had a nice scramble there. Kraft, the 8th grader, will come in, and out will go Sluss. Bailey to go back to serve for Knott County Central.
Nice up by Piper.
Outside to Eldridge down, and it's going to go long, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. (23-21). Adams, Holbrook all the way across to Eldridge off the block of Kraft, and that will set up Letcher Central set point number 1 in set 2.
You know, Myers, that's what you got to do when you swing and you miss or get blocked. You got to go right and do it again.
Holbrook, Eldridge blocked by Kraft. It's going to come across. And they said it was not blocked, and therefore to be a point for Knott County Central. Set point number 2 here in set 2. Waddell in. King and Blair out for Knott County Central. Miller to serve. And that's going to be in the corner, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. And Coach Van Hoos is going to call timeout, and we will take a timeout too. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust.
Powered by the nation's most reliable network, TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
Timeout by Coach Van Hoos. Letcher Central up 24-23. Letcher Central trying to stem the tide here and take set number 2. Down in Campton, it's gone to a field set between Breathitt County and Wolfe County. And the way this one's going, Betty Vaughn, we could just as easily have 5 sets right here.
It's 24-23, Letcher County Central, and Zoe Miller serving.
Holbrook. Bailey down the line. Sluss has it. Called by Miller. Baker blocked by McCullum. Again by McCullum. Eldridge Kraft. And they're going to call 2 hits.
Yeah.
And if it's 2 hits, that's going to end set number 2. And Letcher Central wins set number 2, 25-23. And we'll have set number 3 when we come back. So stay with us here on Hometown 24.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust.
Powered by the nation's most reliable network. TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
This is News 12.
Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
Hornet's going to air it out. He's got a man out here. Linden caught it to 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your Hometown News tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
Welcome back to the Bank of Hyman Volleyball Game of the Week, 53rd District Finals. Each team with one set apiece now after Knott Central winning the first set 25-22. Second set, Letcher Central won 25-23. Want to thank Jenkins High School. As I look back to my left, I see Marvin Boggs, the principal, and Ashley Addington Congleton is over there, the AD, and you got to listen to her talk about putting on the show here. And anytime you're an athletic director, it takes a little bit of time to get everything put together, and a lot of people that you don't see to make things work.
You also have Blake Mason, the athletic director from Letcher County Central here. So
yeah, you got a chance to listen to both of them, and you're a busy person when you're an athletic
exactly
director.
Right.
Especially in tournament time, but it is the fun time. That's why you do all the things you do, and that's why all these teams who started out on July the 10th, this is what they played and practiced and done all the things they needed to get to this point. And both of these teams, like I said, will advance to the regional. One is, of course, is a winner, one is a runner-up, and that will be at Leslie County High School. So tune in to it if you can, and if you cannot be there, but you're going to see some really good volleyball. The other teams that will be in it, Powell County, Estill County, Breathitt County, Wolfe County, and Leslie County, and the Purry Central Lady Commodores. They had lost twice to Hazard, and they were able to overcome and defeat Hazard to get to the regional.
The good thing about these two teams is they will be in different brackets in the region. They cannot be in the same bracket.
And we could see, once again, we could see them in the finals of the region. Happened several times in the history.
Well, and you're looking, Wolfe and Breathitt can't be in the same bracket.
Right.
Leslie and Purry can't be. So you're going to have, I'm telling you, this could be one of the better regions in years.
We really look forward to it as we look forward to this matchup. Pack over the top, Baker. Waddell, nice job by Blevins. Cuts it, and it's going to go off of Baker, and that's going to be a point. Letcher Central right now. Letcher Central with the momentum.
They have it.
McCullum out, and Lowe will come in. Piper Adams to serve for Letcher Central. Has 80 service aces on the season. Goes to Bailey, Combs, Holbrook. And they were both calling at the same time, Pack and Adams. And it will be a point for Knott County Central. King to serve. And it's going to be an ace for King. 2-1 Knott County Central. We're in set number 3. Thank you for joining us on Hometown 24.
Lowe is trying to talk her team up.
Free ball for Knott County Central goes to Bailey in the middle, and that's going to be a kill point, Knott County Central.
You know, that's about, Letcher Central was double blocking her in the middle. That's about all you can do with her. I mean, really, to any middle. If you're going to double block, there has to be a hole. If she's smart enough to find that hole, you got to give it to her. The same thing for, they're playing low in the middle at Letcher Central, you know.
And it's not going to cross, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. Letcher Central was asking for a block, but they're not going to get it. Holbrook, Pack off the block of Bailey. And they're not going to get it across, and it'll be a point for Letcher County Central. Holbrook to serve. Bailey in for Combs. And it's going to be a joust almost there. Letcher Central in system, goes outside the pack, and it's going to be long. And that's going to be point.
This right here is where Pack just needs to keep playing. She don't need to drop her head. She don't need to worry about that. She's got to play now.
Just got to keep hitting.
Yeah, you just got to keep hitting. Knott's up 5-2. You don't want them to get this big lead.
Back goes a cut shot. Low, Holbrook tries to go short and can't do it, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central as Knott County Central started on a roll here. 6-2. Letcher Central had the momentum coming in to this particular set. Momentum has shifted to Knott County Central now.
You can see in volleyball how fast the momentum can change from side to side.
Conley outside, and that's going to be a block.
Same thing. You had Lowe and Bailey there. They're just so far off the net. And these girls, anybody who swings down, it's going to drop straight down in your face, so you've got to get over the net. I know that's easier said than done.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, really.
Conley back set. Miller, nice job by Holbrook. Bump set. Bailey draws it to the middle. Back set, Miller, nice job, Blevins. And it's going to be Lowe with a kill.
That's a nice shot by Lowe. She's done that several times tonight.
She has exceptional length on her and a jumping ability. Big point for Letcher Central to end the momentum of Knott County Central.
I'm sure Keith Baker would like to have several of those on his basketball team.
Yeah. Oh, and that's going to be a point for Pack and Letcher County Central. Another good serve. Holbrook, free ball, Knott County Central. Outside Baker, blocked by Lowe. Another time, Lowe's getting her hands on everything. Bailey. And it's going to be point, Letcher County Central. Quick reactions by Bailey.
It was.
Point draws them within 7-5 here. Waddell in as King will go out. Call by Miller, bump all the way across the Kraft, tries to cut it, and it's going to be point, Letcher Central, and there you draw within one.
They're right back in the game.
Down the line, catch it, Betts. And that's going to be point. Letcher Central, and they draw even at 7 apiece.
See, I haven't lost it all. I can still catch.
You can catch. I used to watch you play softball.
Yeah, now the running part, it's gone.
Oh, they didn't get that on camera.
No,
cut shot.
Dadgummit.
Nice hustle, unable to get to it. Knott County Central point.
That's my only highlight I'll ever have right there.
I think Ernie got a picture of you down there.
Oh, okay, all right.
Miller to serve. Over the top, Sluss dives in. Outside, Baker's going to hit it long, and that's going to be a point. Letcher Central. Oh, they're going to say it was a touch. I'm sorry. So that's going to be a point, Knott County Central. 9-7.
It was probably the right call because Taylor didn't say anything, so.
No, and Adams quickly got it. Nice job by Holbrook. Offset, and that's going to be Baker puts it down. Point, Knott County Central.
Now, with that one, had Holbrook went to the net and acted like she was setting, she may have got an interference call on that. I've seen Zoe Miller do that the first game. but the ball had already crossed the net. But she was there, like she was saying.
Yeah, going up for it.
Exactly.
I think that's what Coach Van Hoos just told us.
Exactly. I mean, I know that has to be quick. That's a quick reflex.
Yeah. Eldridge blocked by Kraft, goes backside. Baker into the net. Point, Letcher County Central. Right here's where Letcher Central scored a bunch in that second set with Lowe serving.
Right.
McCullum comes in for blocking purposes. That's going to be a, nope, thought it was an overpass over the top. And that's going to be a point by Baker and Knott County Central, 11-8. We're in set number 3. Each team with 1 set apiece. And that's going to be out. And it's going to be a point for Letcher County Central. Combs to serve. Bump set. All the way in the deep corner. And Miller had gone down. No, excuse me, not Miller.
It's Baker.
Baker. It's Baker, and not sure if she stepped on someone's foot.
I don't know either. I think she's holding her knee. She might have twisted her knee.
And Coach Cornick carries her over to the bench. And I don't think we had a timeout. It is 11-9.
And Letcher County Central is serving.
And I'm not really sure if there was a whistle to end play on the injury prior to the ball hitting the floor.
Oh, I think they just killed it when she went down.
There's not been a point that's been put on there.
No.
And official Purry is talking to the official scorekeeper. Might be on the sub for Baker, probably. And I don't remember the rotation. I don't write the rotation.
Baker was in the front. I think she was on this side.
So
I think she had just rotated into the front.
And now we're ready to go, and Combs will continue to serve for Letcher County Central. Hope Kinley is okay. She's got a ice pack on her knee. And that one's going to go long, and that'll be point, Knott County Central. Sluss to serve. Nice knuckleball. McCullum. Free ball for Knott County Central. Outside to Waddell off the block. Bump set goes, cut shot. McCullum deep, Baker with it. Miller outside to Waddell. Off of Combs, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. Thirteen to 9. We are in set number 3. That's going to go wide, and that will be a point, Letcher Central.
And it is 10-13, Letcher County Central serving.
Eldridge to serve. Holbrook, Pack, Sluss, that is Blair, sorry. Pack, and that's going to go wide, and that will be point, Knott County Central.
Pack is not taking her big shot. Her big shot's been going down the line. And the ball may be set too far outside for her. She's on the floor. I'm up here in the rafters.
And that's going to go long. Nice look by Combs. Point Letcher Central. Lowe will come in for McCullum. Blair out for Knott County Central. Adams to serve. Holbrook goes middle block. Nice job by Holbrook. Outside, Waddell. Nice job by Blevins. Can anyone get to it? They can. Point Knott County Central.
What grade is Blevins in? Is she a freshman?
Sophomore.
Sophomore, okay.
I believe she's sophomore. Conley in the game for Knott County Central. Holbrook all the way across. Lowe's going to go really short. Nice job. Miller, Blevins. Outside Pack over the top. There's Conley. Outside Baker. That's going to go wide, and that will be point Letcher County Central.
It is 12 to 15, Letcher County Central serves.
And down in Campton, it looks like Breathitt County has defeated Wolf County 3-2 as Baker puts the serve, puts it down, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central.
Yes, Breathitt won the fifth game 15-9.
So Breathitt County and Coach Spencer wins the district championship.
Let me tell you, this is what you're going to look at. I have a feeling in this regional tournament.
We better eat good next week, and that's going to go. That's going to be in, and that's the point Letcher County Central.
Yeah, Letcher County. I'm going to get up with them, tell them basically they better feed us. Good.
Feed us real good. And Pack's going to hit it into the net.
I like that. That ball rolled back through there, and Piper Adams runs back there, gets the ball, and doesn't slam it over through there. She just rolls the ball under the net. Guys, you can't have sportsmanship is a big thing. I love it.
Miller to serve. Outside to Eldridge. Nice up by Sluss. Miller, Baker off of Holbrook, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central.
She must have took a lot off that ball. I didn't see it. I can't see it. I'm blocked by the referee because when that ball came to Holbrook, it was barely moving.
And Letcher Central is going to call a timeout at 18-13, and we're going to take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Welcome back to Jenkins High School. We're in set number 3. Thank you to the administration of Jenkins High School for all the help. And timeout at 18-13 in set number 3. Both teams have one set apiece, and like I mentioned, Breathitt County is the first one to punch a ticket to the championship round as they defeated Wolf County 3-2 in a big match down at Campton, and then those two will be over at Leslie County along with these two next week. Back set low, kill. Point Letcher Central. Nice call coming out of the timeout.
It was. That's what you want when you call a timeout. You want to get the ball back.
And that's within system. And, of course, you, like you said, who butters your bread? And that's what they did. Nice low serve. Outside, Blair goes down the line. It's going to be in. Blair with a kill. Point, Knott County Central. It's going to be Baker to go back to serve. Adams. Free ball for Knott County Central. Out to Waddell. Cut shot short, but there was Eldridge. Holbrook back set to Bailey. And that's going to be a point by Bailey and Letcher Central. 19-15.
That was a nice cut shot. Guys, that's you know what? Used to your corners were your weakest spots. Now that sideline, that cut shot is the weakest spot.
Yep. Combs to serve.
These players now can cut this ball so many different places, it's hard to play.
Combs with an outstanding serve. Letcher Central with a point.
There's jumpers all over the building now. I love it. I love to see when everybody just gets into the game.
Miller outside. Waddell. Nice job by Pack. To Eldridge. Baker outside. Waddell again. Outside Eldridge again off the double block, and she will have the point as they draw within 2.
Nice. That was a nice job by Eldridge to keep going back instead of trying to tip one over.
And Holbrook getting a set over there to her.
These setters have done a good job.
Cut shot, but there's Adams. Holbrook once again to Eldridge. Eldridge sluss. On 2, McCullum gets to it, goes back to Eldridge again down the line, but Baker's there. In system, down the line, but Combs is there. McCullum, and she's going to hit it long, and that's going to be point Knott County Central. They were asking for a touch, and they're not going to get one. 2017, Sluss to serve. It's going to be a free ball. Eldridge gets it across, hits it deep. Back set to Blair. Blair over the top. Pack. Holbrook. Eldridge. Block. Nice job by Adams to be there off the block. Outside. Waddell off the block of Holbrook. Nobody can get to it. Point Knott County Central.
Have you ever seen a bunch of 6-footers diving like these guys are? I mean, this is just, man.
It's not for the faint of heart.
It's not.
21-17. Into the net, point Letcher Central.
In this game, that's the point you do not want to start giving up.
Eldridge to serve. Nice serve, nice up by Sluss. Outside, Bailey. Nice job by Piper. Goes across, Pack, deep shot. Baker, Miller. Outside Waddell. Nice job by Eldridge. Free ball coming. Blair down the line, but there's Adams. Outside Pack. And it's going to go wide, and that's going to be point Knott County Central. Blevins will come in for Eldridge. Blair will serve for Knott County Central.
It's 22-18 Knott County Central.
Nice serve, nice up by Blevins. Outside Pack off the block. Blocked by Miller. Point Knott County Central, and Letcher Central is going to take a timeout. We'll be right back in 30 seconds on Hometown 24.
It's fall, y'all, and are you ready to fall into some incredible savings with the region's best network, Appalachian Wireless? Come shop the latest devices at prices you'll love and see how our team can better serve you with plans and promotions that are made just for you. Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just looking for the best service, Appalachian Wireless has you covered. So what are you waiting for? Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to the campus of Jenkins High School, Whitney Creech Court. Timeout by Letcher Central, 23-18 Knott County Central in set number 3. Set number 1 went to Knott Central. Set number 2 went to Letcher Central. Like I said, this is the 16th time these have faced in a district final. Blair to serve. Hits the net, and it's going to be a point. And that will be set point number 1 here in set number 3 for Knott County Central. Nice up by Combs. Holbrook, Pack off the block, but there was Adams. Pack cuts it over the top, but there's Waddell. Backside, Waddell off the block. Nice job by Blevins. Outside, Pack, block. Adams again. On 2, Waddell catches it with one hand. Miller block. And that's going to end set number 3, 25-18. And when we come back, we'll have set number 4. Stay with us here on Hometown 24.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Welcome back as Ernie comes up to tell Betty Vaughn she made a good catch. And we're in set number 4. Knott County Central up 2-1. Big time matchup here with a lot on the line. And you never know what may transpire in a long, drawn-out set, but comes down to mental toughness, comes down to conditioning, comes down to a lot of different things that you start working at. Like we said, early in July, you work on your conditioning. You're working on different things. You're working on your individual fundamentals. You're working on your team fundamentals, and it all comes together here in the district and the regional tournaments.
And throughout practices and games, you have worked on mentality of these girls. You're behind. You gotta play to catch up, or you're ahead. You got to play to keep that lead. So,
and you know, some players, as you and I both have coached on different levels in different sports, some have to be petted on, and some have to be boosted, and then others you just have to get on them. And it seems like it just takes a while to figure out which one of those two works for each individual player, and not every player is the same.
That's why you're the coach. You got to figure out what you have to do to get each player individually fired up.
I want to thank everybody that's tuning in. Thank you to Tim Eldridge down at London, Kentucky for tuning in. Thank you, Roberta Waddell is tuning in tonight down in Western Kentucky. Friday night, I'll be down in the holler with Brian Johnson as we will be bringing you the championship game between the Hazard Bulldogs and the Pikeville Panthers. So tune in on that. And David Adams, I'm not sure. David Adams is going to London, and he's going to be down there with Tim Sloan, and it will be North Laurel and South Laurel Friday night. So big-time games on WYMT and Heroes and Icons and here on Hometown 24. So tune in on Friday night if you can.
Right here, Taylor's trying to settle her bunch down, but trying to let them know these are things we need to get back to. Get back to what got you here. Shay is just she's trying to keep hers fired up and motivated to go on. And, you know, Baker getting hurt has gave them a little bit of extra help in their steps, and we got to cover that spot some.
And Larry, and that's hit into the net as Letcher Central starts. Lily Blair is that person who has been placed in Kenley Baker's spot.
And it's
right
not
now.
that they have to cover a spot. They're it's a new player in, you know, so.
Right. Just a little bit of an adjustment.
It is.
As Blair hits it, and she's going to have the kill as the net was kind. Point, Knott County Central.
I did not mean that in a negative way when I said that.
No. It's just a different on chemistry and positioning. No ill intent there. Pack hits it, and that's going to be a kill. Point, Letcher Central.
You notice how when she hit that ball, it went in, it just dies at the end. That's when you know they're on top of the ball. We have baby dolls flying on the floor.
And I believe that's Coach Winston Lee's a little bit.
She said, no, I'm going to throw it again.
Oh, man. Holbrook to serve. I'm sure she's either going to be a softball star or basketball star for Coach
Oh, no,
Lee.
she might play volleyball. Her sister's a pretty good volleyball player.
And that's going to be a block. Nice hustle, but it's going to be a point for Knott County Central. And, of course, Heavy D and Winston Lee do a great job on before the whistle and join them at 6:30, around about 6:30 Friday night before Brian Johnson and I have the game at Hazard. And that's going to be an overpass. Conley plays it back set. Baker off the block. Blevins can't get to it. Point, Knott County Central. (3-2). King serving. And Bailey does not get to it, and it's going to be a point for Knott County Central, 4-2.
And right here, Knott County Central has Taylor and Bailey in the front row, and Letcher County Central has Lowe and
Pack. Yep.
That's where both teams want to score.
Baker, free ball in system, goes back to Bailey, tries to cut it. It's going to be short. Point, Knott County Central, 5-2. Set number 4. Doesn't cross, and that's going to be a point. Letcher Central got to pass that thing, got to get it going here. 6-2. Cannot let Knott Central get away from them here.
No, they have to settle down right here. They've got to get this ball passed and let one of these big girls hit the ball.
Adams, Holbrook all the way across. Bailey hits it off of King, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central. No more finesse in that situation. Blevins
now
out
you
and
have Hannah.
Eldridge in.
Yeah, here you have Lowe and Hannah Eldridge in the front row. That's another. You got two more big hitters up there.
And that is going to go long, and that will be point, Knott County Central.
That's not like Pack. She doesn't miss a lot of serves.
No, and like I said, the number of aces she has, she does an outstanding job.
When you're leading the team in aces, you don't miss a lot of serves.
Backside. Low down the side, King up, Conley, Baker, Adams, Holbrook, Eldridge, King overpass. King, Baker on 2, and it's going to go long. Point, Letcher Central. And you know this gym's a little bit warm tonight, Betty Vaughn. Overpass, McCullum. Got to put that one down.
Yeah, you do.
Miller over the top, and it's going to be a point for Miller and Knott County Central.
Smart play by Miller. She goes up and just in midair decides I'm not swinging.
Waddell
and
in.
Hannah Eldridge and McCullum had already gave that up. They were going up the block.
8-4, Miller to serve. Free ball for Knott County Central. Bump set goes back to Baker, and Adams unable to contain it. Point, Knott County Central. Miller to serve at 9-4. Letcher Central can ill afford to give up many more. Holbrook outside. Bailey off the touch of Waddell. Point. Letcher Central, nice job of siding out.
Well, Taylor took her jacket off early, and Shay's taking her jacket off now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm getting really warm in here. Thank you, Robert Lewis, for tuning in. Darrell McBee, Doris Ambergy Hall, thank you all for tuning in. Sluss, and then they can play that. Cut shot. Adams goes to Eldridge over the top, but there is Kraft. Nice shot.
Nice shot by Eldridge.
And that much needed for Letcher Central, trying to draw closer to Knott County Central here in the fourth set.
Yeah, Knott Central is going to figure out that they didn't get here by free balling.
Combs to serve. Blair, going to be a free ball. Bump set goes to Eldridge. Eldridge off the block. Bump set again back to Baker down the line, but there's Combs. Sluss outside. Baker once again on over the top. Goes to McCullum. Baker off the block of McCullum. Combs cannot get there. Point, Knott County Central.
I'm going to tell you, the floors should be pretty clean by now.
They've wiped it.
Both of these teams, yeah, they're cleaning their spots up. It is 10-6, Knott County Central.
Eldridge. Sluss goes across to Blair down the side, but there's Combs. McCullum blocked by Kraft. Nice job by Eldridge, and that's going to be point, Letcher Central. Nice hustle by Sluss. Eldridge timed that one well, and she'll go back to serve. Holbrook. Nice call by Adams. Back down the line. That's going to be point. Letcher Central, 10-8.
You were wondering when she was going to start going back to that shot. That's the one that's got her points all year.
But that was a nice job by Adams calling that ball and getting it in system.
Yes.
Eldridge. And nice serve, and they'll draw within one at 10-9. Outside, Waddell down the line, but it's going to go wide, and Letcher Central will draw even at 10 apiece. It's going to be an overpass. Goes back. It's not going to cross, and that's going to be point, Knott County Central.
If I'm not mistaken, McCullough is Tiara's T's sister that I coached years ago. T was a brute.
Holbrook back to McCullum over the top. Outside, Waddell over the top, but there's Pack. Holbrook with a call back to Pack. Nobody's going to get it, and that's going to be a point, Knott County Central. (12-10). Goes to Bailey in the middle off of Combs. Point, Knott County Central. 13-10. We're in set number 4. Knott Central 2 sets. Letcher Central with 1 set. Pack cuts it over the top. Miller with it. Sluss is going to bump set. Back across to Waddell. Combs is going to come across. Nice job as they're keeping it back. Behind the 3-meter line, Baker, Holbrook, Pack. Back set to Blair off of Blevins, and it's going to be point. Knott County Central, 14-10.
You know, I know they're saying that may have been out, but that ball is coming so fast at her.
And at an angle.
Yeah, and you really don't have a, you know, half a second if you got that much to react to what you want to. Are you going to hit it or let it go?
Yep.
You can't fault players from. I mean, if they're making an attempt and working hard, you got to give it to them.
Free ball. Gives it to Bailey in the middle off the blocker, and it's going to be point. Knott County Central, 15-10. And Letcher Central is going to call timeout, and we'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Welcome back to Jenkins High School, Whitney Creek Court. Timeout by Letcher County Central on the set 4, 15-10. Letcher Central got a side out here and get some things going here. Cannot let this set get away from them.
Yeah, right now it's 15-10. Taylor does call a timeout, so she's trying to ice Sluss. She's giving her group time to just slow down.
Kind of collective themselves.
Get their head back in the game, and just play the game that got them here.
And you said exactly, you're trying to freeze the server. And it's going to be a miss hit, and it's going to be point. Knott County Central. Sluss to continue to serve. All the way across the pack. And it's going to be a point, much needed by Letcher Central.
See, Sluss took her eye off the ball. And she totally missed it where the ball. I always tell my kids, you're on the floor, you better know where the ball's at.
Lowe back in the game. Adams with a serve. Goes out to Bailey on the outside, and the kind net play, and it's going to be point, Knott County Central. Blair to serve. Holbrook. Free ball for Knott County Central. Free ball, Letcher Central. Goes to Lowe over the top. Miller was able to get to it. Adams with a nice call. Deep down the middle, Baker. Blair outside, Waddell down the line, Combs. And it's going to be point, Knott County Central, 18-11.
I started to say somebody's got to get a set ball here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of free balling. Yeah.
Got to do something within the system right here, and that's going to be a big point for Letcher Central. Got to have a few here.
You do, right here. Well, look who you got up, Holbrook. She's, like I said, she doesn't serve hard, but she keeps the ball in, so she's going to make Knott County play this ball.
And Bailey will come in for Combs. Conley, Bailey, and it's going to go wide. Point, Letcher County Central. Conley, Bailey, blocked by Lowe. Outside, Miller over the top, and that's going to be a point by Miller. Smart play by Miller.
Yeah, she's done that several times tonight.
Had the double block and went it off the blocker. King will serve as Waddell will go out for the Lady Pats.
So you have, just a second.
Blevins. Blocked by Bailey. Nice job by Miller. And they caught them all on two. Conley with a kill, 20-13. Letcher Central was scrambling, and Conley was able to get it in there. Point Knott County Central.
I like the law there. She's just play. That's what you got to do right now. You can't quit. You just got to play.
Off the double block. Outside the pack, sets herself, and it's going to be point Knott County Central.
So that's what I'm thinking. Pack went up. She was going to hit, and then she decides she's just going to tilt.
Yep.
You get midair, and then you're not sure.
Oh,
that was a shot by
put
Lowe.
it down. 22-14, and Letcher Central needs a bunch here.
Now you have two more big hitters. You've got Eldridge and Lowe in the front. Well, you got Bailey.
And that one's going to go long, and that's going to be point Knott County Central as they draw within 2 of the district championship, and Bailey will go back to serve. Outside, Eldridge off the block. And it's going to be point, Letcher Central. Low to serve, and like I said, she needs a bunch. And that's going to add to it. 23-16.
You know, you're looking at these two teams. You're going to see these two teams for the next, 2 years at least?
Yeah.
Because they're all pretty young. I mean, they both
nice
have
mixture of upper and lower classmen.
Exactly.
Yes. Low, and there's another one. Lowe taking it upon herself to get Letcher Central back in the match.
She's not ready to quit yet.
It's going to be an overpass, and McCullum's going to hit it, and it's going to be another point for Letcher Central. Hits it in the net, and that will set up match point for Knott County Central. So we Miller to serve. Nice up by Adams, goes outside to McCullum. It's going to be an overpass, and it's going to be point, Letcher County Central. So, in other words, still match point for Knott County Central, match point number 2. Katie Combs to serve, and she'll get another chance. Outside to Blair, off the block, and Knott County Central will defeat Letcher Central 25-19 in set number 4. And they will be the district champions for the 4th year in a row. Our Alice Lloyd College player of the game will be number 5,
Zoe Miller.
Zoe Miller for
she,
Knott County Central.
She done an excellent job of keeping her big players in the game, and she played good defense, and she hit well herself tonight.
And good luck to both of these two teams, as next week they will be going to Tim Couch Pass, Richard M. Nixon Center, to play in the regional tournament. And, you know, either one of these teams can take the cake, and either one of these teams or both of them could be in the finals and face each other for a 4th time.
And if we have time, we will try to get Shay over here.
We'll see how the arrangements go with everything and how they're going to do the trophies. As I see a Principal Marvin Boggs is moving out to the left side to see how they're going to go about doing everything. And Not sure how quickly things are going to transpire here. We'll try to get some people, and if we can't, I'm not sure how quickly the trophy presentation is going to take here and getting things out. And once again, the Alice Lloyd College player of the game was Zoe Miller. And like me and Beth says numerous times in all of our games this year, it's really tough to narrow it down to one person on any team. So
it really is. These teams play so hard, and they all know what their part is in the game.
We're going to try to get Coach Cornett and Miller up here, and maybe some others, and if they're over there. And thank everybody for tuning in, and follow both of these groups as they go to Leslie County High School. And Brady's going to go over and try to see if we can get Coach Cornett and them in their celebrations. Sometimes we hate to get in on a celebration, especially when it's a team. So if so, Betty Vunn's going to do the interviews here. And
Manus, do you say I like to talk?
No, I just like for you to interview people.
Well, I appreciate it. You know, I love this. I love sports, but I love this game.
But once again, Friday night, we'll be at a Hazard for the football game between Pikeville and Hazard for the district championship. And then we'll have a schedule soon as they have the draw for everything. And we'll make this short because the trophy presentation looks like it's going to go by really quickly. So we have Coach Cornett and Zoe Miller. So, Betty Vunn, who do you want to go with
first?
It
means Zoe first so she can go back. Zoe, I want to say congratulations. You played a great game.
Thank you.
I told him, MVP, you were so good tonight, even when it got tough. You were just right about. You got the ball to your big girls, the ones who need it. You was giving them the pass they needed to be able to hit the ball, do whatever they wanted to. You done. This is probably one of your better hitting games, and a great job playing defense. So you was just an all around. You played tonight.
Thank you. It was a team effort. Whenever Kinley went down, Lily came in and she played really well. I mean, all props to her. She did well under pressure because that's a hard situation to come into.
That's exactly what we were talking about. These kids are coming off the bench and it's like they've been there the whole game. They step in and just play the game. It's great. Yeah. It is great.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to let you go. I think they're getting ready to give your all's trophy to you. I want to say congratulations. Good luck next week and ever how far you go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Shay?
Yes, ma'am.
We're getting to be family now. No, I was kidding. I want to congratulate you. That was a great game.
It really was. I knew it was going to
be. Exactly. That's what Manus and I talked about. Every time that you all played, it's been a good game so far. I know when Baker went down, it's like you pull a girl off the bench and she goes in and just plays. I mean, it's
so proud.
So
proud of her, and a setter. She's not normally in the front row, but you got to practice all the things, and
that's exactly
she did
right.
Great.
And we noticed at the end of the game, your girls were still. They had air. They were still ready to go. They were still high stepping and very, well motivated. They weren't tired. They weren't slumping over. And I said, you hate that Baker got hurt, but that gave your girls a little bit of momentum to play a little bit harder. Not that little girl didn't come in and do her job, but they were like, we have to play harder now. We've lost Baker. So I thought they all stepped up and played hard. And she done an excellent job.
Yeah, she did. And immediately when Kinley went down and we pulled Lily in, we were getting ready to break out of our huddle, and all of them said, we got to do this for Kinley. We got to do this for Kinley. It wasn't, I need this, or it was just
exactly.
Kinley. And she, that makes me proud because they wanted it more for her than they wanted it for themselves.
Exactly right. But you go ahead and talk about your team. I just want to congratulate you. I want to wish you the best of luck. I want to wish Letcher Central the best of luck next week also. And we said it could very likely you two are going to be in different brackets. Wolf and Brett that's going to be in different brackets. And Brett that beat Wolf tonight in 5 games.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yes.
I'd say they'll be lot of big games tonight.
Oh, yes, I said next week. You've got 8 teams that can just play now, so
It's the truth, and you stress that to your girls, and you tell them you better come out every night because it does not matter who's over there. If you don't go to work, then you're going to go home.
right. So you go ahead and discuss your team and.
Well, like I said, I'm really proud. We came out not as fresh as I would like, a little better start to the second set, and then it did not last very long either. But the third set we came out, and I just think they like to play from behind sometimes and make me crazy. I don't know any other way to say it.
I thought mine did too.
But, we came out, I think, 6 or 7 up, and then turned around and it was 7-7, and I said, girls. But they battled, and then you never know how they'll handle adversity, and that's what I told them. When Kinley went down, you saw a little bit of panic in a few faces, but it was just there for a second, and then they just started thinking about her and thinking about each other, and kind of took their mind off themselves. And like you said, it did kind of refocus them. And that does happen sometimes. You never know. You kind of go into fight or flight mode, and I feel like they went into fight, and I'm really proud.
You're right. But also, everybody's got to remember, your team has won the region. They understand that. I really feel like, I said at the beginning of the year, my very first statement to Manus was, I want to see how Shay and her girls handles the pressures of being the regional champion last year and coming back. And, you can't be at the top and drop down. I mean, you got to work. To be at the top and stay at the top, you have to work harder than anybody else does.
Yeah,
but I thought you guys have handled that. I thought you handled that well. I thought you took control of your team and you led them through. That's a lot of pressure on you.
Well, obviously you had our very first game of the season, and I do think that was a little bit of an eye-opener for them. And I told them, that's what you're going to get every game, and we had talked about that, me and you. And that's everybody wants to beat you when you're at the top, and that's a blessing. But it comes with a little bit of extra weight, and you just have to get comfortable being uncomfortable, and that is. I read something this week actually that said. If you wait for things to get easy, it's never going to happen. You just have to handle hard better.
Always, but
and we're working on it. We're working on it. We're not there yet, but we're working, and that's all I'm asking for them.
I always said as a coach, though, I loved coming in. I wanted to be the best. I wanted my kids, not me. I wanted my kids, my team to be the best. So I love that, and I took the pressure of my. I'm like, it's my fault. If we lose, it's my fault. If we win, you've done your job. If we lose, it's because I didn't do something right. I messed up. But these kids, they get that winning in their blood, and man, it goes a long ways.
It does. It does kind of settle them when you know you've been there before, and you know what you have to do. And I know not everybody that plays for me this year was on last year's team, but it's just kind of a culture, and that's what you want to establish. And I really hope to continue that at Knott Central. I'm really proud of this team and these girls, and you just have to get it's a mindset. It really is.
And you're right. It's the culture. You build that, and everybody now that comes in is, I want to play for Knott County Central because they won the district, they won the region last year, they won the district this year. You don't know what the region holds this year, but that's what you're looking for. That's what everybody wants,
Yeah.
But it's a culture, and it grows on you, and it makes you play harder. And I said tonight, I looked for a little while. I said Knott County's rattled. I wanted to see would they rattle, and they did.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I was amazed. I didn't think they would rattle, but then I know, you're talking about teenagers. My kids, I'm sure mine rattled too. I was just wild. I didn't know they was rattled.
Well, at one point I turned around and looked at Justin and said, "Have these girls played volleyball before?" Because it was just like hesitation.
Exactly. I looked and I said, Taylor took her jacket off, and a little bit later I said, okay, Shay's got hers off, so it's on now.
Well, they did get a little bit hesitant about stuff, and I was like, you've played with each other all year now. Just trust and do your job. Just do the little things, and they make big things.
I said that both teams had to get back to the game that got you here.
Yeah.
You can't. It's not a new game. You got to play what got you here. But I want to congratulate you. I'll let you get back over there. Sorry. I know you want to be with your team. But best of luck to you guys next week and whatever it holds. And If I can get up with Taylor, I'll tell her the same thing.
All righty. Thank you so much.
Good job.
Thank you.
Number 16. And number 17.
Are we still on there? Okay.
10:30 will be the draw tomorrow. So, can you hear me, Betty Vaughn? No.
Yes, I can hear you. We need to hold on just a second. I have Taylor Van who's coming this way from Letcher County Central. She is receiving trophies and medallions. Okay.
We're probably going to have to try to get Taylor on the regional game beforehand or whatever. So,
oh, Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, I know. But we'll try to. If did you already get a hold of her?
No?
Okay.
See if they can just hold it for just a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes, so I can get her over here.
But I think she's already tried to get a hold of Coach Van Hoos.
Yeah.
Let's see if she's coming up.
She is.
As they're giving out the all-tournament trophies, and I didn't hear everybody. You may have been able to hear them. And all-tournament for Knott County Central and Letcher County Central. And once again, want to thank Jenkins for all the hospitality. Principal Marvin Boggs, thank you very much. And for everybody on both teams, Letcher Central and Knott County Central, for their sportsmanship. And good luck to them next week as they will be moving on. And the draw will be tomorrow at 10:30. The draw will be at 10:30 at Leslie County High School, so you can be looking on Facebook, YouTube, and other places for that particular draw, so you'll know when these two teams will be playing next week. And when we know that, of course, we'll post it on Hometown 24 on Facebook and YouTube. And then once we do that, then we'll make our schedule accordingly.
And we encourage everybody, if they can't come out to live to just watch this, like I said, I really think that this will be one of your better regions in the past probably 3 or 4 years. It's loaded with players and teams.
And, you know, we're not – Coach Van Hoos is with her team, and so we're just going to go ahead and close out. And we want to just thank everybody that tuned in tonight. And with that being said, thank you to our Hometown 24 crew. And with that being said, good night and God bless. And we'll see you next week on Hometown 24 during the 14th Region Volleyball Tournament.